Jess Brolin, son of the acclaimed actor James Brolin and stepson of iconic singer and actress Barbra Streisand, has experienced a life filled with both privilege and profound challenges. Despite his Hollywood lineage, Jess faced a series of personal and financial struggles that culminated in a heart-wrenching moment when he was photographed searching for food in a trash bin. This incident starkly contrasted with the glittering world of Tinseltown, spotlighting the harsh realities that can befall even those closest to the limelight. Join Facts First as we present Barbra Streisand's son was broke and homeless. Look at him now. Who is Jess Brolin? Jess Brolin is the lesser-known child of the acclaimed actor James Brolin and his first wife, Jane Cameron Agee. Born in 1972, he was thrust into the limelight due to his family's Hollywood connections. While much of the media's attention has historically been focused on his stepmother, Barbra Streisand, and his half-brother, actor Josh Brolin, Jess Brolin's early life and upbringing also offer an interesting insight into the complexities of growing up in a famous family. His mother, Jane Cameron Agee, was an aspiring actress and wildlife activist. Jane and James Brolin divorced when Jess was still young, and his father later married the iconic singer and actress Barbra Streisand in 1998. Growing up, Jess was exposed to the entertainment industry due to his family's profession, but unlike his half-brother Josh, he didn't take a keen interest in acting. Instead, he lived relatively out of the limelight, away from the paparazzi and the intense scrutiny that often comes with celebrity life. Jess's relationship with his family, especially with his stepmother Barbra, has been speculated upon by various tabloids. But the internal dynamics of families, especially those under the constant gaze of the public eye, can be complex, and they're often misunderstood by outsiders. While much of Jess Brolin's early life and adulthood has been overshadowed by the achievements and the fame of his family members, it's important to approach his story with empathy. Like everyone, Jess has had his ups and downs. The Trashcan Incident. It's true that Jess Brolin, despite being a member of a high-profile Hollywood family, seemingly faced some difficult times that were unfortunately captured and sensationalized by the media. He reportedly went bankrupt in 2012 and had to leave the apartment he was living in due to an inability to pay the rent. And along with these troubles, his weight reportedly ballooned during this time, leading to speculation about how he was spending his time. One of the most talked about incidents was when he was photographed going through a trash bin, presumably looking for food. The photographs of Jess Brolin in such a situation sparked widespread media speculation and commentary, particularly given the stark contrast between his apparent circumstances and the known affluence of his family. Tabloids and gossip magazines were quick to capitalize on the story, often framing it in a sensationalist manner. Several factors were discussed and speculated upon by the media. He was reportedly facing financial difficulties at the time. Stories circulated about his eviction from his rental property due to unpaid rent and other related financial woes, and these images led to widespread speculation about his relationship with his family, particularly his father and stepmother. Some wondered why, given their wealth and resources, Jess would find himself in such a situation. There were also concerns about Jess Brolin's health and well-being given these circumstances. However, his family immediately came to his defense to deny all of this as meaningless gossip. James Brolin said the photo was simply of Jess trying to grab a plastic bottle out of the trash that he had accidentally thrown in. James said that Jess was trying to retrieve it so he could put it in a recycling bin instead. James has told the media that Jess lives in a mountain town now, though he didn't clarify which one. He also said Jess runs a charity, but the incident is a poignant reminder of how the media can sometimes exploit personal tragedies for headlines, often without a comprehensive understanding or appreciation of the underlying circumstances. James Brolin's children. James Brolin has 3 children from 2 of his marriages. Josh James Brolin was born February 12, 1968. He's the son of James and Jane Cameron Agee. Josh is arguably the most famous of James's children. He's had a successful acting career, appearing in numerous films ranging from No Country for Old Men to the Avengers and Deadpool franchises, where he played Thanos and Cable respectively. He's been married 3 times and has 3 children. Jess Brolin was born in 1972, also to James and Jane Cameron Agee. As we've talked about, Jess has lived a relatively private life, especially compared to his half-brother Josh. Over the years, he's faced personal and financial challenges which at times have been covered by the media. media. Molly was born November 28, 1987. She's the daughter of James Brolin and his second wife, Jan Smithers. Molly Brolin has worked behind the scenes in the entertainment industry. She has some credits as a production assistant and has also pursued other roles in the realm of film and TV production. Like Jess, Molly tends to keep a lower profile compared to Josh. James Brolin's family, given their Hollywood connections, has frequently been in the public eye. While Josh has embraced a life in the limelight due to his acting career, Jess and Molly have chosen more private paths. Barbra's son. Barbra Streisand, through her marriage to James Brolin, has his children as her stepchildren, but she also has one child of her own, Jason Gould. He was born December 29, 1966. He's the son of Barbra Streisand and her first husband, Elliot Gould, to whom she was married from 1963 to 71. Jason has worked as an actor, director, producer, writer, and singer. In the early stages of his career, he acted in a few films. Notably, he appeared alongside his mother in The Prince of Tides, a film that Streisand directed and starred in. Later in life, Jason shifted his focus to music. He's released several songs and EPs showcasing his vocal abilities. In fact, he's performed alongside his mother during some of her tours, delighting fans with duets. Jason came out as gay in the 1990s, and his mother has been a strong supporter of LGBTQ rights and has publicly voiced her love and support for her son many times. Other celebrity children who have struggled. Jess Brolin is far from the only child of celebs who have had an up-and-down life. Cameron Douglas, son of the acclaimed actor Michael Douglas and his first wife, Deandra Luker, has faced a series of personal challenges and struggles, most notably related to substance abuse and the legal repercussions that followed. Cameron began using drugs at an early age. As he grew older, his addiction escalated and he started using harder substances. His substance abuse led to multiple brushes with the law. In 2007, he was charged with felony possession of a controlled substance after police found a syringe with liquid cocaine in his car. He was also arrested in Manhattan in 2009 for possession of methamphetamine with intent to distribute. He was sentenced to 5 years in prison for drug trafficking. While there, he pleaded guilty to possessing drugs in prison, which added another 4.5 years to his sentence. The extended prison time made his total sentence one of the longest ever handed down by a U.S. court for a non-violent drug offense. After serving almost 7 years, Cameron was released from prison in 2016. Since then, he's been open about his struggles and has worked to rebuild his life. He wrote a memoir, Long Way Home, which chronicles his journey from privilege to addiction and incarceration, and then towards recovery and redemption. Now it's time to hear from you. Did you know about the time Jess Brolin was photographed looking into a trash can? Let us know in the comments section below.